like he's gotten like flack for so long for not being like the best mechanically
Well, he used to be the big flamer, didn't he? You remember back in the day, he was the guy. He was going to go nuts at everyone.
Yeah, but you know, people change and he improved for the better, definitely. And you know, he's gotten so much flack, but he keeps winning majors, and now he won a TI. So you know, maybe people will just accept that he's a really, really important player. Maybe not the most gifted mechanically player, but like a well-rounded, good teammate, cheerful, and like just brings up the spirit.
But there has to be something to it. You don't win that many majors and a TI by luck. You can't do that. You can fluke it once, maybe, right? You can get lucky once with a meta or whatever, but you can't do it consistently like that. I mean, other than prize money, he's second on the all-time prize money list, by the way, now, behind Kuro. But outside of that, he's got to be the most successful player we've got in Dota, isn't he?
I'd say so, yeah. If you look at the number of majors he won.
And he won 3 of the what we call the real majors.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to still be questioning it. I don't know who is, honestly.
Well, I mean, if they lose a game,
on my timeline,
people will.
If they lose
the game, people will flame. That's just how it works.
Did you lose your last game?
Probably. I mean, it was a TI, I think. I didn't win TI 6, so it was probably a loss.
All right. Draft almost upon us, which gives us a chance to talk meta and heroes. What have you made of this change since the major? We haven't obviously spoken as a group of people since, but there's been a few tournaments, been a few matches, been plenty of qualifiers, of course. What have you seen so far?
Let's talk about overrated, pretty strong, and underrated heroes. So, pretty strong heroes. Or like probably the strongest right now.
Give us your top 3 strongest heroes in the patch.
I'll give you 2.
Okay. Why not 3?
I'll give you the last one.
Because I'm not sure about the third one.
Okay.
But like PA and Magnus are like the complete flavors of the month right now.
They
just win like almost
they're like in every game as well, yeah.
And like matchmaking, they're both nominated to be banned every game.
Yeah.
But it's kind of been disappointing slightly, I think, because it's gotten like a little bit more figured out, but also because it got nerfed, right? Like the few patches it got nerfed, and so I don't know if we'll see it like all tournament. I don't think so. I think Brewmasters is a super strong hero. Definitely, like you just put it 4 and you just get 6, and you can't team fight against a team ever, basically.
Yeah, and that hasn't changed.
Oh yeah, how did you forget Desert?
It hasn't changed across patches. Brew's been like that for the last, what, 7-8 months?
They're giving him the new drunken thing is slightly different.
The new drunken wall at least.
True.
Hey, it was kind of like a buff he got.
But in terms of being picked and popular, some things change, some things never do.
80%, I think.
To hit twice, but double damage, right?
I lost my courier to him a lot of times. Just swipes it. So Dazzle I've seen a lot of, Kotl's seen a lot of, because that ult is so stupid.
Keeper is, I think, definitely not picked enough for his new ultimate. It's so strong.
Yeah, people definitely didn't really like the changes to begin with, but I think people are starting to realize that the ultimate, like it's like the best teamfight ultimate ever right now.
Yeah. It's just because they were so used to him being like a split pusher, you defend, you recall that guy here. Oh no, I can't do that.
Yeah,
like the biggest team fight in the game, or one of the biggest.
I also think like when they took away the mana leak was so good against certain heroes, it was just kind of, I mean, it was a nightmare.
It was, yeah.
And it's like, they got rid of it, which was great, but then they gave him this. I don't understand how that's, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he got like quite a big nerf. Like he lost his Ags. I mean, he still has to, but you can't shoot anymore or move away. And you know, the mana leak, which is like insane late game, especially, and recall, which is like super good for mobility. Like removing these, you think he'd be like a trash hero, but the new ultimate is doing so much work. Like you can't fight into that.
And even being what's it called, blinding light, being like a basic ability now.
Yeah.
Also quite huge for him.
Yeah, that's crazy. The weird thing about his ult is it's like, how come Enigma didn't get any like big black hole buffs? Because it's like a black hole that can't be cancelled other than you hit the little thing. Like. Yeah. It drives me crazy.
I guess BKB worked.
True. True. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that one. BKB Pearson. That makes up for it. Sven. Do you guys see a lot of Sven in your games? I see him from time to time.
A lot of position 4 and 3 now. He's not a carry anymore.
Right.
It's just because of his shield.
The buff, right?
The entire team. How much is it? 300 health, I think?
No, 440, I think it is. Now? It's a lot.
Yeah.
And that's how the Dota is played a lot right now. Like you group up at 20-25 minutes, just win the game, you get off lads, you have a Beastmaster Venge or something like that, and Sven just fits into that so great. Because it's like, hey, everyone has like, I give 2,000 health to everyone.
And now you've got Dazzle as well. Yeah. That's some sustain right there. Do you think they've picked the Tiny here because it's like, well, you may have sustain, but maybe we can blow one of you up with the burst?
Tiny's not really that big of a burst here anymore with the new Avalanche, but he's more like a really strong laner. He can go to any lane, pretty much just do well. Doesn't really matter the matchup. And mid late game, he's always this good disabler, you know, tank. He doesn't run the front line. People can't really.
Radiant team
Right.
ban.
He's always been a solid hero for like
Dire team ban.
tiny Coddle though. Lane is the thing.
I mean, it's annoying to. You're gonna take so much rise. You don't want to play carry against that, right?
Yeah. But Dazzle makes up for that a bit. A little.
Why have they banned Darks here? What's so good about that? Is it because it's the setup with the Kotl ult, do you think? Or
Well, the Coddle team Dark.
I can't see it from here. Which is he? Right, sorry.
You have glasses on.
The Sven.
But
Like, Darkseid Sven
I've
is
got
the
light
same.
on my eyes, alright?
Has glasses and cannot see. That's kind of worrisome.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You gotta try one of
blind.
those laser thing.
So is that's Lich that they've banned at the top there?
Yeah, Lich and Huskar,
Right.
and then they banned Darkseid.
Ted, can you not see the screen that's closest
I
to
have
you?
very bad eyes. Oh, right.
There's
Okay,
no-
there's a
there
screen
There
right
is
here.
like one
Okay,
4
sweet.
feet away.
I didn't notice it.
He's also old.
There's a screen right here. Okay, right. Perfect. Yeah. OD ban. See, I can see that clear as day.
I mean, we see this like all the time right now. You always go back to Terrorblade
Oh,
second
man.
phase pretty much, and when he because like when it's a best of 3, it's very often you just pick it first phase when he wins. Like if he wins this series, you're gonna probably first phase it next. So we like people just go back to this hero all the time. Even though he got like it was one of the few carries, the popular one that actually got nerfed. Like Morphing didn't really get nerfed or Arc Warden, but this hero actually got nerfed, and people still pick it all the time.
Very
So
popular PPD pick as well.
Yep. They don't have the strongest lane support for him right now. If there's like a Sven +1, it could. But that's also why they banned the Darkseid. Darkseid Sven, the Terrorblade cannot.
Yeah.
And Sven is surprisingly strong laner. Like it hits hard, and just having that stun, it like most stuns scale in the duration, but Sven is 2 seconds every level, I
No, it's
believe.
1.7 now.
Oh, they nerfed him?
Yeah, and then 0.1 every level.
0.1?
Yeah, so it's like it starts with 1.7 and then the 1.8 and 1.9.
Yeah. Justified.
But it also does a lot of damage, right?
Yeah, it does.
305, I think, level 4.
Yeah. You don't really need to cleave so much as a support.
Yeah. You usually just go 4-0-4. Especially against a Terrorblade on the lane, it should be insanely strong. Because it's literally 0 damage.
Yeah.
But it's only physical damage, right? 12 damage to go through. That's how it goes.
Yeah, the armor. Yeah, it's only physical that blocks. Yeah.
0.
Ooh.
Paul,
Yes.
I thought you would be smiling, you'd be happy, but you
He kind of sucks right now.
It's a dragon.
Yeah, it's 2 dragons.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure it's one dragon.
It's 1 dragon with 2 heads.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, you know me. I'm a Jakiro fanboy. I still play him, and he does suck.
He's not. He
I feel
doesn't
like the
suck.
ultimate buff god is
I
pretty
think
huge.
He's good.
You think
Before-
he's good?
Yeah.
Before his ultimate was like, oh, he ulted, just move away, it deals 0 damage. But now it's like a lingering effect to
Yeah, yeah.
actually
Yeah. No,
finally
that's
do damage.
Nice. Yeah. That's nice.
Is it more a support still, or?
I think
offlane
it's still
here?
a support.
I mean, it's usually only run as support, but you could play it, like if you play Sven Yakiro lane against Terrorblade, there's a core Yakiro, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
It could also be just the Dazzle of lane. Like, right now, you can't predict any of their lane.
Yeah, I mean, it could be mid dragon. I don't know. Been done.
Yeah,
That
it has
I'd
been
like to see.
badly. Seriously, every time I've seen it played mid, it's been
Yeah, it's like only Sumail has been kind of successful with it, I guess.
great tower pusher, but
I mean, if you go for
terrible against most matchup.
a timing push, you want to win in 20 minutes, maybe it could work. Yeah, they just need to pick out like a good laner now, something that helps Terrorblade.
And tapping a lot into the bonus time. Yeah, Coddle, Terrorblade is definitely not a thing. Like, you want to have this tiny Coddle off lane. You could have the tiny mid and pick another strong hero with Coddle, but this Coddle is not a good lane support for TV.
It doesn't really matter. Like Terrorblade, the way he's always played is you get a few creeps, you use your Metamorphosis, and then at level 3 or 4, run jungle. And you don't care about the lane. You can just send Coddle down there to just push out the lane and play the tower. Abaddon.
Or Abaddon.
Abaddon. That's what Abaddon is what Abaddon says.
Yes, Abaddon.
But it's Abaddon.
Abaddon.
It's definitely Abaddon.
Abaddon.
I say Abaddon.
So it sounds like a Japanese food, like this is Yakuton. Abaddon.
or a Swedish pop group. One of the two.
But is it PPD's hero? It might be.
And
Could
it's
be.
just some.
Has played it in the past.
Yeah, he likes the hero.
Played it a lot when he was back on AG as well, by the way.
But TB, a bad one.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, like I don't know if he even cares so much anyway, because everybody would just jungle anyway. Right? Just give him that first few levels, and
honestly, a lot of lanes right now, like Magnus is being run as a 5 right now. You just amp out the carry, you let him get a couple of creeps, and then just goes jungle. Then probably just gonna pop every shield on him, then we go jungle. Faceless Void.
Love it.
Together with the Jakiro.
Love it.
that is a lot of damage.
Yep.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. Oh, but it's really good this game because like one of the worst thing about Void is if there's saves, and there's only Abaddon Shield, which is not that long range. Like if there's an Astral or like Shadow Demon to save him or something, that hero is kind of trash. But there's nothing really now that the Void is going to be a pretty strong pick here.
I think Con was really good at Void though, because usually when you chrono, you all kind of clump up around the chrono and try to hit people, but the Coddle...
Yeah, actually, yeah, the Coddle is pretty good, I think.
Yeah,
especially the Blind Light as well.
And then like a bit of damage, I think. They have Sven, Dazzle, Void, all three not really damage dealers.
Yeah, they gotta make sure they combo Yakir ult with Void ult.
Yeah.
Like
I think a
that.
last pick do something really big damage.
Yeah.
Or
What's
Vulgar.
the 10th pick then? The NiP that wins the game.
NiP. They want to have a, unless they want to
It might be Tiny mid. Probably. I think it's 33 here, right? Something against Void. Or it could be out. Like it's so hard to predict.
10 seconds remaining.
What are they missing?
NiP is missing.
5 seconds remaining.
It's like something like a puck or something.
Yeah. I mean, they have everything already. They'll win with 4 heroes. They don't need a 5th hero. They're good.
So what does Father like? Good. Not bad.
Yeah, Puck is kind of back. But
Yeah, with the new ult, you're leashed now. You can't TP,
yeah, you can't jump with Void, right?
can't jump, can't do anything. Die.
You could play it offlane as well.
I think Puck would be quite... They definitely want to have some kind of like Sable, because TB, Abaddon, they both don't really give Sable. Ult. Like a Puck would play to make sure the TB
While the Radiant's team chooses.
Razor, of course.
Dire team.
Not a Razor.
Admiral
Kanka.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Gives them a lot of damage early game too with both.
Yeah, what's the last pick? You're gonna play against a Kanka.
Husk.
Yeah.
Preemptive ban.
Is Odie still in the pool?
No, Odie's
No, they banned him.
NiP ban would be it.
Couldn't you go Puck and you could like face shift dodge the torrent? You can do that.
Against a 2K player, I guess.
Monk?
Monkey.
Monkey.
Monkey King. Is that even mid though, for sure?
It definitely is.
Yep. It's a fan of Monkey King.
Great space for it. TB must be pretty good.
33 is going to go on the Abaddon.
There's often Abaddon and 5.
Yeah.
It is a
And
Abaddon.
the sacks are tiny.
I don't really like the TB Coddle in.
Was that a PPD Coddle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get high.
Yeah, that's.
Or
Can we
something.
already predict? I want to go with the Void team.
We're gonna do predictions, and we're gonna do them slightly differently. Ted,
Yeah.
we're gonna start with you.
Are we gonna keep a track of these?
We're gonna keep track of these.
Okay.
PGL, our good friends at PGL, are gonna keep track of all of the scores
10
in
seconds
true
remaining.
Oracle format, and see how it pans out over the
Okay.
5 days.
And if you're wrong,
So no pressure, Ted.
Okay.
You die.
There's a forfeit to be had for finishing last.
I'm gonna go with NiP
All right.
for this one.
wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Admiral Bulldog, not Admiral Kunka,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Keen Gaming because
because
so
they've got
far
Kunka, and
Yeah.
he's an admiral.
they got a dragon as well. I like
Yeah.
dragons.
Yeah.
And you know,
And you're an
NiP is.
admiral.
Yeah, there's
Bulldog,
Admiral there as well. I'll
Yeah.
go with that. Okay, I'll go with Admiral. Go with Admiral. Like?
and Keen.
I'll go with
Okay.
Admiral too.
Wow. Do it with the admiral and the admiral.
Double Admiral.
Yeah. So you're
I
with
think
Keen
NiP
as well.
is probably, you know, they should be the better team on paper, but
Right.
I believe.
Better draft.
No, NiP just better players, I think. But the draft
Okay.
goes for Keen for me.
Okay. All right. Let's also ask our commentary team. Well, bring them into the mix because they get a chance to give their opinions on the draft and make a prediction as well. Because we're going to keep scores, gents.
Okay, well that's interesting. So,
Yeah.
do you want to go first?
Yeah, I want to get fired for the first day. I'd say I'm going to go with Keen Gaming, double minus, playing Dazzle, and we have a double head headed the dragon as well. I like
Double
they have
dash.
so much team fight potential with
Double
these
dash.
heroes, and I don't like Monkey King as their last pick, even though they just picked it as a counter to create space and a good mid laner.
So King Gaming, all right.
King
okay.
Gaming.
And Mr. Pigeon.
I'm gonna go with Keen. I'm keen for some Kunkka, okay?
Keen
I'm
for
liking
some
it.
Kunkka.
So I'm not saying that just because he went with it and he knows better than me, right? I believe in it
God.
too.
Step lively now.
Wait, have we just ended up with... Let me get this right. 4 of you have gone King Gaming, and 1 of you, Ted, Pyrian Flax, has gone for NiP. Guys, have you lost your minds? Let's find out as we head into game number 1.
That's a question. Have we lost our minds or do we just believe Lacoste?
Maybe Ted is just on another level.
10 years ahead of the meta. He knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, probably. So,
well, there's the key man, right? Like the Faceless Void for Keen is definitely going to be central with this draft. Like we were kind of disputing this a little bit before we came across from the panel. It's like it's a bit awkward. They're playing around 120-second cooldown, but they've substituted that with Kunkka, for example. Lower cooldowns, a lot more pressure early on, yeah?
yeah, but everything else they have is pretty much low cooldown. They can fight all the time. If you look at the HP they get in a team fight from Dazzle Heal, from Sven's Warcry, it's just insane. Kunkka's both. It's gonna be so hard to team fight.
And that's the thing, this is a Dazzle mid, so he will have a decent amount of gold. We usually see this utility build of things like, you know, we see the Necronomicon for level 1 push. Then you'll see things like a pipe was quite a regular occurrence for these mid Dazzles at the moment, just so you can get those early pushes going.
I think Necro 1, just get it in this game. You pretty much can have it all the time, and then you build into any item you want. Dazzle is that kind of a hero that can build pretty much whatever. I would say Guardian Greaves is good in this game, and if Sven gets a Crimson Guard, the effective HP on the heroes is just going to be, I'd say, impossible to fight into.
Pretty scary. And looks like Far's actually going to dodge the mid lane, anticipating that it's going to be a Dazzle mid. He'll be heading bot towards the Faceless Void, which is a better matchup for him, but Dazzle doesn't do terribly in this mid matchup, right, with the Poison Touch.
Oh, Dazzle is fine. He actually went for Shadow Wave level 1 just for more sustain, so TB can't harass him and keep the creeps alive, because he can trade hits early on against the TB with meta.
I think the thing to look at this bot lane is around level 3, does this start to go in the favor of NiP with the Monkey King? Or maybe they get another direction here. Farda can't move quick enough. He might be going down. First blood drawn. Taka gets the kill.
You just need to watch the game. You don't need to ask questions, and
they just solve themselves as soon as you say it, right? It's like, is this Monkey King gonna be... No, Monkey King ain't gonna be a problem.
Once they get the levels on their heroes, on Kunkka, on this Jakiro, even though Jakiro went for Boots of Speed level 1, it's, I guess, for chasing potential. Not a big fan of that, I gotta say.
He is very slow. I think the argument is how do you easily catch him, right? Because if you're a Call, you're charging up Illuminate, you can probably dodge that fairly easily unless he's far from the trees. So he's probably feeling quite safe. I mean, Jakiro is a very tanky hero. He's hard to bring down anyway.
Tankiro. That's his new name.
Tanky hero. I mean, you know, there's 2 heroes there. There's 2 people, right? It makes sense. So it looks like there is going to be a little bit of try and try action here. But this does kind of hurt the Monkey a little bit in that he won't be able to get the level 2 Jingu, which is where you can really start to fight, right?
Yeah, Monkey King is a hero that doesn't like to play from behind. He wants to dominate his lane, get the items, and in this game he needs to create space for TB. Also, I'm not a big fan of Magic Wand, since everyone's just getting bracers and all talismans, but in this 3 versus 3 scenario, you should always get it. And I expect Faceless Void to get to 1 point in time dilation on level 3, just to slow them down.
And it looks like Keen kind of adapted to what's happening there, because we talk a lot about Sven with his new Warcry, the shield. You actually already see 2 points in the cleave, knowing that he's up solo against another melee hero. He's just looking to apply pressure to 33.
Yeah, I think getting farmed on Sven is way better than getting farmed on Abaddon, and they're trading. I think Sven is going to contribute way more and earlier than what Abaddon is going to bring to the table. TB picked up a double damage, not bad.
We've seen plenty of mid lanes won or lost on the first rune, and double damage is always the classic one that gives a clear advantage. Of course, he hasn't got the Metamorphosis available this second, which means Dazzle isn't... Actually, he has. He just holds on to it.
I got a question for you. How do you balance double damage rune?
Just don't let it spawn ever. Nah, that's a little bit extreme. Maybe, like, you don't spawn... It doesn't spawn at the 2 minute, right? And then maybe it can only spawn bot. That sounds a bit weird, but it's like, I think one of the biggest controversies. Well, one of the biggest controversies is like a DD outside the Roach Pit, right? It's like, they're just gonna go straight into the Roach Pit and win now.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, it's like, I still remember, I think it was TI7 was basically, when you think about it, the final match was won on a DD room that sat outside the pit. They fought over it, they almost died for it.
Top lane, that's gonna be a first blood.
There you go.
Second blood, just
Second
kidding.
blood. Alright, well, first blood for this lane, though.
Yeah.
And that's a solo kill, in fairness, which is a big deal. Now the bot lane, Dark, is he gonna go down? No! Saxa misses with the tree, hits the creeps instead. He decided he wanted to farm instead of farming heroes.
Our new Avalanche is so good. Like, especially in 3 versus 3 scenarios. If we can stun 2/3 heroes, it's kind of guaranteed kill. The problem is Monkey King is level 2 and you want him to have the level advantage.
It is problematic, and they're already getting a level advantage on the side of Keen Gaming here. His Void is up to 3. Has gone for the 1-1-1 build, which time dilation is usually overlooked, but when you're in a tri-lane, you're going to get a lot of value out of it, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mentioned the time dilation and he got it on level 3. They just need to start playing aggressive. I guess they're waiting Jakiro to hit level 3. I wonder if he's going to get Ice Path.
Let's see, already 2 points in the X from Kunkka, just wants to be able to strike from further range. Everything elsewhere is pretty quiet. Dazzle has a little bit of a lead over the Terrorblade in the mid lane. And I think the difference here is who's going to rotate, right? Is Dazzle going to stay in this lane and just make sure TV can never push and then eventually try and force him out? Or will Dazzle be forced to start rotating to like 5-man pushes early?
Once Dazzle gets levels, he's level 5.5.
TPD, that's not your side of the map. But it is a kill for Keen Gaming as he gets separated from the rest of the team.
This is the thing that I like to see. A Blightstone, just a casual Blightstone doesn't necessarily need to be on a Dazzle, but the new armor, when I say new, the latest changes to armor, you get so much more value out of it, especially on the towers.
Definitely, he was forced to go use the Shrine. PPD's moved mid. Kaka was trying to snipe out a kill there. In fact, they're going to ping. They want to go. Refire to slow him down and actually get the poison touch. Yes, they can, but there's a blast away. Kaka on the run, going to get low. They can't get across quick enough. But you are actually forcing those TPs to just be cute, right? And that's the difference, is like how easily Keen can force those rotations to the mid and not do anything. Dark. All right, this is an interesting time for a pause. Far does have 2 points in the Jingu.
Yeah, I think Dark is dead. If Saxa uses a Mango, tosses him in the air, that's gonna proc another Jingu, and he has a Boundless Strike just to keep him in place, plus Orb of Venom. He should die.
Old Chicken, can you get the bash? This is his only chance. Tossed on the air, the strike, gets the kill. Chicken, all he can do is use time dilation, which allows him to attack a little bit faster, but there's no target for him. Sven is topping the CS so far, though. I mean, you said, like, you know, he goes in his lead points. He's definitely benefiting a lot more than 33 is on the Abaddon.
Yeah, he needed to adjust his build because he's playing against a melee hero. He doesn't need the war cry. He just wants to be able to harass, and look at the kill potential. He's level 6. He still didn't skill his borrow time. Now he did it.
He held on. The older lemon was just trying to force that out. Don't get too much
He's going
value, but he's going to go for another stun there. 33, being a little bit greedy. PPD in the bot lane will fall as well. And Keen, these lanes are going perfectly for them so far.
This is what you don't expect from an offlane Sven. He's maxing out Stormhammer, so he maximizes the damage output and the stun duration.
They've switched it up. Fada's come top now. Not 11, didn't put a single point in the war cry. He doesn't need it to get away though.
Mid lane though.
Ace in a little bit of trouble here. He actually hasn't leveled the sun. He needs to be careful. They do TP in to try and protect. There's the avalanche coming out. Kaka's been left behind and he will fall. But you've got 4 heroes in the mid lane now. How do you easily push into the Dazzle is the real question.
They saved the TB, but it's really not worth it. Faceless Void is farming on the bottom. He gets the solo XP, which he needs to get him closer to level 6. They just used the 2-man Shrine. This one is going to be back online.
Speaking of that, Sven, speaking of XP, he's level 8 already. He's got a 2-level lead over his opponent, and now
that's a dead Monkey King.
Yeah, he's level 4. You can't come to this lane. They're actually going to bait out the use of the mischief. Stun Dunk is going to go down. Nicely done by Old 11 to hold the last moment with the stun.
If he dodged that stun, I could see it with Chad just spamming some frogs. I don't know why Ice Frog actually gave a dodge thing to Monkey King. I don't think there was anything wrong with Monkey. It was like pretty balanced hero to me.
I mean, it's just essentially it's an extra skill for no skill point investment at all, which is the craziest part of all. also means I can't spam it.
It doesn't even cost mana.
I know, it's pretty crazy thing.
And here we are, Turblade in the jungle.
We've arrived at this point, guys. He knows he can't be in the lane, but if he gets 20 minutes left alone, he'll be fine. But he's not going to get 1 minute left alone. There's a torrent coming in, 3 heroes here, the poison touch as well. And Ace, he's holding the point with the Sundial. He's going to be forced into it, but no, he just goes down instead. He refuses to level up, and Kaga on the run, getting low. Fans have the Jingu, the balance strike is there. Looks like they get the Shallow Grave out of time though. Nicely done, Fada. Uh-oh, Ice Path there, Kaga's gonna live. But Monkey King won't be so lucky. X-Torrent draw back on the Saxo as well. One after another they pause. NiP aren't even safe in their own jungle.
What a play from Keen Gaming. They took the tier 1 tower on top and just entered the jungle. They already have 2 deep wards, so they have a vision where Terrorblade is moving. They know he's gonna fall back to the jungle. That's his time, and the really greedy play from Ace. No points in Sunder. And I mean, you should keep at least a point. If something happens, you just level it up.
Well, that's the thing. You would have thought after the attempts to dive in mid, the way things were going, this was probably the perfect time for Sunder. Now he won't even get it, and instead it's going to be death on TPD as Old 11 gets another solo kill. 4-0-2 already, and this is a 5k net worth lead pre-10 minutes for the side of Keen Gaming. They're hitting their timings.
Oh boy, Ted.
Oof. I don't want to know what that last place prize is, but Ted is definitely on his way to finding out at this rate. This is looking a little bit grim, and NiP needs to start making something happen. They're going to try, but old chicken, if he feels fresh, he'll just Chrono will be TP's in. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, there's a stun on the spot. Tiny can't move. He tries to toss him away, says, leave me alone. But Dark, he's just waiting for the opportunity. Saxa is going to tick out regardless.
The damage overtime from Dazzle and Jakiro is just insane in this game.
Well, they'll at least get some runes. They get their hands on 2 runes. 3 runes, in fact, as 33 doubles back to the 3rd one.
And if you look at the farm distribution, they're actually playing Kunkka as a 5. Jakiro is helping out with the wards a little bit, but he has a Windlace, Void Stone, so he's building that Eul Scepter, the core item, on Jakiro, so you can use your combo. And the heroes outside of Keen Gaming are actually leveled enough. This is what NiP needs to do. They have Helm of the Dominator on Abaddon, they have meta up, they need to group up and try to take some towers by force.
Actually, Ghoststrike coming out the stun as well. Looking at Ace, is going to run away as the Avalanche covers him. Have they left Abaddon behind? They're trying to find a better target. Ace wants to turn around for the Sunder, but with the shield up from the Warcry, they still can't hit him to defense. They toss him away. Ace getting low, going to be ran down. The Chrono comes out. They've got a Chrono, but they don't really need it. The X drawback will drag Santa back into a drain. And old chicken, there's the Chrono just for the Monkey King. They turn around. Let's use the borrowed time, trying to chase on old 11. Can they get him though? Just body block to make sure the turnaround after the Monkey King kill. Clean up 33. It's a triple kill for the Void. And it's going to be another tower for them.
Oh, I thought that was a GG for a moment, but Double Minus just said nice. I don't think they can team fight into Keen Gaming's line. That's the problem. You have a Chrono, you have Kunkka's both online now, you have Sven. He didn't even max the Warcry, that's level 2 Warcry at the moment. He's playing kind of a different game because he was so far ahead. So Vlad's, this is one of the best items in the game right now. Especially since you want to play the game group up as at minutes 15 to 25 and just try to finish the game.
And this was the key thing when they got in this fight. Is 33 was so deep, you just see them completely ignore it, right? You need to be shielding your Terrorblade. You need to be that buffer between him and the enemy team. But I mean, Keen, they identified this straight away and they pounce.
Keeper of the Light is level 6 right now, so Fatus is online if they want to play around it, but the problem is they don't have meta for next 40 seconds, and feels like Keen Gaming wants to take control of enemy jungle. They have 2 wards on their side.
So what you're telling me is by the time they have what they need, Chrono's almost going to be off cooldown.
Yeah, so again, it's going to be so hard to fight into.
And that's always the thing. It's like you saw him commit it just to the Monkey King to ensure the biggest kill. I mean, they don't have to commit at the start. They can hold on to it as an insurance policy to stop NiP from committing heavily. They have got that jungle ward up pretty nicely on the side of Keen. They've got 2 wards in the dire jungle. They can see everything that's happening, and they've already invaded the bot area as well. They're just starving off NiP.
So I just popped the ulti. Is gonna take their stack.
Thank you very much. Hey, you know, extra bonus gold to the supports for stacking. You can't let them get back in the game. Uh-oh. Expo coming in. The Torrent Arcles on the side. He used the Avalanche to buy a little bit of time, but Keener moving in. Dash, he's going to run up. He's got his Necronomicon creeps, and there'll be enough to burn out Saxa. This guy's gonna keep hunting. He's like, all right, can we go deeper?
And I like what Sven is doing. He had the Echo Saber queued up, but he's going back to the Crimson Guard, which I like. Since NiP, they rely everything on physical damage, and he's just gonna mitigate a ton of the damage. It's impossible to fight.
Well, that was an early borrowed time, and now he's forced to fight the Chrono. Connects on the second one at the back foot as well. Abaddon's gonna go down. They might be able to chase on the Saxa. The Avalanche will protect him, but will not protect his core. He's running for the high hills. Oh, Old 11's gonna hold the stun. He doesn't want to commit it there.
Look at Sven. He's not taking damage. Vanguard plus Vlads.
He knows. It's just they are deathballing at this stage. They just need to push, right? You can get like a blink and pick people off, or you could just take their towers and force them to fight you.
You don't want to waste the 2,000 gold on an item to just get a solo kill. They have a good ways to initiate the fight. They can just group up, or they can use level 4 X mark.
And they could just take towers. You know, that works too. If you can't kill this Sven, it's going to knock on your buildings. And you have got a call to slow these things down, but I mean, it's just going to slow them down. Like, you're eventually just going to get picked off here. You're running out of spaces to play around on the side of NiP. 33, you've done this before. This is not a good idea.
2 seconds.
Time, just not cooldown in time. Actually, no.
Annihilation.
It pulls up! The borrowed time just in time, the torrent's gonna be there, the boat coming through as well. They try and taunt away this phase, they say no, but there's a drawback with the boat gonna connect on the 2. Abaddon's gonna go down, Tiny falls as well. PPD gonna stand on the high ground, just charge and illuminate, saying, what more can I do for you guys?
It's slowly falling apart for NiP. They're gonna knock on your tier 3 towers. TB doesn't have meta for 60 seconds. They are aware of that since he was pushing the tier 1 tower on the bottom. They're just going in. They want to finish this game.
They know they can. PPD has to buy back just to try and hold this. No Ignis available though. Like I said, Metamorphosis on cooldown. Even when Abaddon's up, he has a little borrowed time straight away. Keen, are they thinking of backing away here? Could you maybe look towards Roche, take the safe option? Don't get too excited. Ace. Okay, this is something we don't see very often. NiP have identified they need a Vlad. They've also identified 33 is not going to build it. So Ace has picked up the Vlads.
So, who's the most farmed in our team? It's Ace. You're the one who's getting Vlads in this game.
They need it. Like, Vlads is the game. I think it's fair to say Vlads right now is the game-winning item. Like
definitely one of the better items besides a Crimson Guard and Guardian Greaves. You always need to have a hero who can buy it. We can even see Tide Hunter just going for Vlads as a first item into Guardian Greaves.
They're getting a little bit angsty. Keen want to fight here.
Yeah, but they don't know. NiP is in Roche. They have enough damage.
They do, with that Vlad's picked up by Ace. Alright, this worked out. Old Chicken, hunting for a kill on a Saxa. This is just a distraction though from the real problem, which is that Roche is falling to NiP. Oh, there we go. He's like, I'm getting this kill regardless. Commits to Chrono, and now they're safe to just finish up this Roche. Nice. I mean, that was the hoorah play, right? They need to do something, and this was the best thing you could ask for right now. Second life for your Vlad carrier. Old 11. Stun's gonna come to PPD. Oh, nice aphotic shield just in time. I'm not sure I'd let him even touch you once at this stage. That's Sven scary. X onto Ace though. Boat's coming in. They'll be able to lock him down, but can they burn him out in time is the question. They'll get him low. He has got the Sunder Veil, but Haze still running. Another X. Reasonable cooldown. No Torrent available just yet though. They're trying to actually buy time for Old 11 to get across. NiP, they're staying composed, they retreat. Saxa with a nice avalanche to cover that.
They know Metamorphosis is down. They're going to try to take tier 2 tower on top. Actually, it's already gone. If they want to take a fight, they can still do it. But I guess they want to wait, Faceless wait to get his BKB, his 500 gold away from it.
And the Chrono again is going to be off cooldown soon. You might as well have everything ready and loaded in the gun before you take the shot. It's like, it's not terrible to spend that time waiting around here. I mean, they've got the Aegis now. At the same time, you're farming 2/3 of the map at least. PPD. Okay.
I think he X-marked Sven.
Yep, that's good. That usually helps with kills. I mean, they expect Sven to just 2-tap this guy, right? He's got his Vlads. He's level 14. He hits pretty hard. As the tower is now finding out. Oh, there's the Wukong's going down. The stun up hold 11, but the Warcry shield. Ignis is going to connect on the 3. Can they do anything with it? There's the Ice Path to cover the escape. The boat coming as well. The X is going to draw back on Saxa. Stuck on the spot. Torrent as well. Going to get him low. Tries to toss the Faceless Void in. But his team doesn't want anything to do. He's just giving him a good time dilation. The Gold Friend goes off. The stuns are going to be there. And Monkey Phoenix is going down as well. Father dead. Back to hitting the buildings. They won this lane. They say thank you very much, as anything that scared them is now on cooldown.
If you look closely, Sven was actually regenerating and Monkey King ulti, everybody hitting him. It's impossible for NiP to fight into this.
And another X, Satara from PPD. He bought back recently. That's going to be a long time on the side for the Keep of the Light. This might, in fact, turn into 2 lanes if they're feeling a little bit greedy. Catapult, though, which went on a journey, did get rid of the creeps that are incoming. They might have enough time to at least get a tier 3 tower top, though.
They're not stopping. Chrono is up.
Would you stop with this gold lead, even with an Aegis on a Terrorblade? Probably not. As you said, Chrono up. They're the ones ready to make the jump, and NiP are just staring at their base being destroyed. Next, Torrent interrupted. The father going to move away. Stuns out on Old Chicken. He has got the time walk, though. Going to be done a Saxa to stay out of these fights. Ice Path connects on the Abaddon. See, now I'm getting confused on which one to call him.
Abaddon or
Abaddon?
Abaddon.
People have been converted.
I think it was called Abaddon in Dota 1.
That's
and
what I
it
was
stayed,
thinking, yeah.
and suddenly the newcomers started to call him Abaddon. As you mentioned, it sounds like it's a bad hero.
Abaddon's on.
You're not wrong, though.
Oh, stun coming in. All 11 the backstab. Post flying through. Stun's going to be the Ice Path on Abaddon. He can't do anything just yet. They're looking on Ace. They want to go for him hard, though, is the thing. He's got that second life to work with, and all 11 just keeps on tapping. How they deal with Chrono? Connects on the 2. PBD found once more. They just hate this keep it alive. Back to fire down as well. Stunned on the spot. He can't move away. In time, Abaddon getting low. The egg has been popped already. The toss back. Coming out the dash. Trying to walk away as his dazzle. There's the Shadow Wave. They'll just melt through. They get the kill onto the Monkey King. He fights back straight away. Ace is up again, but who's here to fight with him? X will be able to draw him back. They're waiting. Can they get the bashes? Yes, they can. The stun lockdown isn't good enough. He has got the stun to play with, but he won't get a touch. He's like, finally it comes out. Old 11 barely feels it. He's so damn tanky. The Wukong's going down. Old 11 held in place. Avalanche going to be there. They're going to get him low. Can they get him low enough to kill him off? The time walk away. Old 11 just shrugs and walks it off. This Crimson Guard doing so much work. Start looks to go back in. He won't though. Old Chicken going to stand his ground on the edge of the Wukong's command. Says, I don't care. Ignis Fanat's going to be there. Drags him back in. Can they actually kill off the Faceless Void? They toss him so deep. Time walk available once more though. Once again controlled up, but not for long enough. Torrent, the boat turnaround. This fight has been going on so long. Saxa gonna get low on the back, but Old 11 just continues to stand his ground. He doesn't even care about the Jingu. Saxa cornered and dead. They have lost so much they're gonna lose everything else. Abaddon goes down. Monkey King dead as well. No buyback available as Saxa commits his. The Torrent's gonna be there, and it looks like Ace is gonna fall once more. No chance to escape. It's looking grim. It's looking like it might be over. GG comes out as NiP tap out just past the 20-minute mark.
I can't believe they only managed to score 4 kills. I'm actually not that surprised considering what kind of a lineup Keen Gaming had. And I love what Paul did. He baited Ted. He went in go first.